Hey guys, this is Melissa with Hot Yoga Plus, leading a 45-minute espresso flow. I have Michelle and Emily with me. We're gonna sweat it all out. Starting out in easy seated position, legs crossed, eyes closed, hands resting on your knees, palms up if you're needing energy, palms down if you need to ground yourself. With each inhale, send the crown of the head a little bit closer to the ceiling. With each exhale, drop your shoulders a little bit farther away from your ears. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hot out. Again, deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hot out. Begin to press your lips together, breathing in and out of your nose, letting that breath scrape against the back of the throat, connecting with your Ujjayi breath. Make a commitment to be present on your mat for the next 45 minutes or so. In this uncertain time, keep coming back to your mat, giving yourself this little bit of self-care. Slowly bring your hands to heart center. If it's in your practice to set an intention, go ahead and do so. Maybe dedicate your practice to someone or send good thoughts someone's way. Slowly begin to inhale the arms up, eyes flutter open. Right hand plants, send that left hand over toward the right. Feel that nice side body stretch. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, left hand plant. Stretch your right arm over toward the left wall. Anchor that right hip down. Inhale the arms back up to center. On your exhale, cactus the arms, slack back, then really shine your heart. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, hands plant, heading to your tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips are over knees. Let's move through a couple rounds of cat and cow here. So on your inhales, drop the belly, head comes up, spread your collarbones wide. On your exhales, head comes down, back is rounded. You're pushing away from the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Begin to move at your own pace with your breath. Taking any extra movement you may need. If you turn those fingertips around, stretch out the wrists, shift forward for a little back bend, shift back to child's pose. Working all those kinks out. Slowly begin to work your way back towards stillness. Tuck the toes under, lift your knees to a hover here. Shins are parallel to the mat. Spread your fingers wide, puff up between the shoulder blades. Take the gaze toward the front of the mat. Don't look directly down. Use that Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out of the nose. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let this first downward facing dog be messy. Dip the hips, walk the dog, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Slowly begin to work your way back toward that stillness. Inhale, hop on the tiptoes. On your exhale, drop the heels over to the right. Gaze goes up underneath the left shoulder, little shimmy. heels back up to center. On your exhale, drop the heels over to the left. Gaze goes under the right shoulder. Nice, guys, looking good. Inhale, back up to center. Keep your hips high. Slowly tiptoe the feet to meet the hands. Pull the belly up and in, make that space. Headed toward ragdoll here. Feet are inner hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. You can shake your head yes, shake your head no. Bend the knees deeply if you need to, protecting your lower back. Shift the weight side to side, front to back. Your belly's your brake here. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Release your hands to the mat. Heel to the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Flat back, plug your shoulders back. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Shift the weight forward to the balls of the feet slightly. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Hands come together. Take your gaze up past your thumbs. Feel grounded in all four corners of the feet. Drop the shoulders down the back. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plank the hands, step back, high plank, first high plank. Puff up between the shoulder blades, pull your belly button toward your spine. Again, take the gaze toward the front of the mat. Don't look directly down. Energy shooting out of the heels. Use that Ujjayi breath here again. Shift the weight forward on your exhale, chaturanga. Pull the elbows in tight. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, stretch it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands again, step back, high plank. Shift the weight forward on your exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. You can walk or hop. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, stretch it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. If you're hopping back, make sure you're hopping back with bent elbows, meeting back in that downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Tadasana. Stretch it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Beautiful job, guys. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep. Weight is in your heels. Big toes are touching unless you've got lower back issues, and separate the feet. Can you see all 10 toes? If not, set those hips back. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. Lift the arms up, drop your shoulders down the back. Nice, y'all. Looking good. Exhale, pour it out, forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up. Peel the hip open here. Send your heel towards your glute. Take some hip circles, lubricating the joints. Inhale, lengthen back out. Three-legged dog. Send it through warrior one. Right foot steps. Back foot pivots around. Inhale to rise. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Really push into the outer edge of the back foot to lift the arch. Hips are square to the mirror. Nice, y'all. Looking good. Open up, warrior two. Back foot's now parallel to the back of the mat. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. Gaze over the front middle finger. Drop the shoulders down the back. Send the right knee toward the right corner of the mat. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior up and over. Keep the depth in the front knee. Dropping the head back. Cartwheel down, three-legged dog, send the right leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge, right foot steps outside right hand. First round of lizard lunge, drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Take the right hand, push against the inside of the right knee, gaze past the right shoulder. Make sure you're breathing here. If the left knee feels good, begin to bend the left knee, reach back for the top of the foot. Nicely done, y'all. Looking good. Release the foot, tuck the back toes under, Malasana squat. Step the left foot outside the left hand, set the hips back. Now if your heels don't make it to the mat, that's okay, but make sure that you're lengthening your spine. Really use the elbows against the inside of the knees, open up the hips a little bit more. Nice, y'all. Hands plant. Inhale your hips up, heel toe the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up. Peel the hip open here. Drop your heel towards your glute. Take those hip circles. Make sure you're keeping the chest square to the mat. Don't dump into one shoulder. Inhale, lengthen back out. Three-legged dog. Warrior one. Left foot steps. Back foot pivots around. Inhale to rise. Hips are square to the front. Drop the shoulders down the back. Pinky spiraling in. Nice, y'all. Open up, warrior two. Deep bend in the front knee. Send the left knee toward the left corner of the mat. Pull the belly up and in. Don't drop that back arm. Awesome, y'all. Looking good. Breathe here. Flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior up and over. Finding length, but keeping the depth in the front knee. Three-legged dog. Cartwheel down. Send the left leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose. Pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge, left foot steps. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Take the left hand, push against the inside of the left knee. Gaze past your left shoulder. Begin to bend the right knee, reach back for the top of the foot. So discomfort's okay, but pain is not. It's okay to back out if you need to. Release the back foot, tuck the back toes under, Malasana squat. Step the right foot outside the right hand, set the hips back. Hands come to heart center. Again, push against the inside of the knees, trying to open up the hips just a little bit more. Exhale, hands plant. Inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, Vinyasa. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale to rise. Sit deep. Weight is in your heels. Inhale the hands to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Trying to get the thumbs in the center of the chest. Knees are even here. Hips are lower than your heart. Inhale the arms back up. Chair pose toward the front. Inhale the hands back to heart center. On your exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Hips are lower than the heart. Try to get the thumbs in the center of the chest. Beautiful job, guys. Inhale the arms back up. Chair pose toward the front. Exhale, pour it out. Forward fold. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, Vinyasa. One more round of those sun bees, just adding a little bit too, and then we'll start our main flow. Inhale the right leg up. Warrior one, right foot steps. Inhale to rise. Open up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Keep the depth in the front knee. Modified side angle. Forearm comes to the thigh. Shoulders are stacked. Take the gaze past the top hand. Reverse your warrior on your inhale. Cartwheel down, three-legged dog. Send the right leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge, right foot steps. This time, try to keep the toes tucked, the knee lifted. Maybe you make your way to your forearms. Drop the right knee out to the right. If you come to your forearms, don't drop the head. Continue to extend the crown of the head toward the front mirror. Nicely done, y'all. Breathe. Find your hands. Malasana squat. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Set the hips back. Nice, y'all. Looking good. Breathe. Exhale, hands plant. Heel to the feet behind the hands. Bind the big toes with your peace sign fingers. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Melt your chest toward your thighs, bending your elbows back. Release the toes. Hands plant. Heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Inhale the left leg up, warrior one, pivot and plant, inhale to rise. Warrior two, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Modified side angle, bring the forearm to the thigh. Gaze up past the top hand, even out the weight between both feet. Reverse your warrior on your inhale. Cartwheel down, three-legged dog. Send the left leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge, left foot steps outside left hand. This time, keep the toe tucked, the knee lifted. Can you make your way to your forearms? Maybe drop the left knee out to the left. Pull up on your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, your Uddiyana Bandha. Don't drop that head. Nice, y'all. Find your palms once again. Malasana squat. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Set the hips back. Pushing against the inside of the knees. Exhale, hands plant. Inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet behind the hands. This time, gorilla pose. Sliding your hands underneath your feet. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Wiggle those toes up to the wrist crease. Shift the weight front to back, side to side. Again, your belly is your brake here. Bend the knees if you need to. Protect your lower back. Release your hands back to the mat. Heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Getting ready for our main flow. So if you need to grab that sip of water, grab that towel, go for it. We will meet back in that downward facing dog. How we feel, guys? We're good? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Inhale the right leg up. Right knee, right tricep, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Right to left, twisted cheetah. Inhale, lengthen back out. Knee to nose, push your shoulders past your wrist. Inhale, lengthen back out. Warrior one, right foot steps. Inhale to rise. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen toward the mirror. On your exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. So you're trying your best to keep the heel of the left foot planted, but if this hurts the back knee, you can always spin to the ball of the back foot. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Send the crown of the head toward the front of the room. Transitioning to stork pose. So transfer the weight to the right foot, step up, bring that left leg through. Left thighs parallel to the mat, drop your shoulders down the back, flex the left foot. Awesome, y'all. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Figure four. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Set the hips back. Hands come to heart center. Looking good, y'all. Now what's that right knee doing? If it's jutting out past the right ankle, pull it back in line. Nice, y'all. Inhale, back up, stork pose. Runner's lunge twist, and that left leg back. twist is in the shoulders, not the hips. Lift that left hip up an inch. Horizon pose. Come to the outer edge of both feet. Drop the hips back. Reach your top arm toward the back of the room, that right arm. Inhale, back up to runner's lunge twist. Get light on your fingertips. Inhale to rise, crescent lunge twist. Hips are pointed toward the front of the room. Chest is spiraling open toward the right of the room. Nice active arms here. Headed into half moon, so tick-tock those arms around. Right arm down, left arm up. Step up on the right foot. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Flex the back foot, tighter is lighter here. Hands can be on a block, maybe they're on a mat, maybe they're at a hover. Warrior two, back foot softly plants. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Begin to straighten the front leg for triangle pose, Trikonasana. So hinge the hips back, reach for the front of the room. When you can't reach anymore, right hand comes inside the right foot, send the left arm high. Looking good, y'all, breathe. Tuck that right hip under. Use your core control to pull you up, 5-star. Pivot those right toes, goddess squat. Turn the toes out, the knees out, set the hips back. Hands can be at heart center, maybe you cactus the arms. You're either gonna sway side to side or pulse up and down. Try to keep your shoulders lined up over the hips. Tucking the tailbone under slightly. Put the work in. Looking good, y'all. Breathe, make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, release back to 5-star. High lunge toward the front, so pivot and turn. Left arm meets the right, spin to the ball, the back foot, even the hips out. Drop your shoulders down out of your ears. Drop the hands to the low back for a bind. Bound warrior three. Transfer the weight to the front foot. Step up. Awesome, y'all. You can flex the back foot if that helps you with your balance. Drop the left hip, make it even with the right. Continue to extend the crown of the head toward the front. Looking good. Toppling tree. So send the chest toward your knee. Keep the bind as long as you can. When you can't hold it anymore, hands will plant for standing splits. Nice, y'all. You're either working flexibility or you're working balance here in this standing split. You can walk your hands back. Try to get the heels of the hands in line with the heel of the foot. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Can you lift that left leg a little bit higher but square off the hip? Let's start to think about our exit strategy here. So if you want to step back through your vinyasa, go for it. Or maybe you can take that fancy flick kick, my technical term here. In hands plant, inhale high on the ball of the right foot, kick the left leg up, wind up in that chaturanga. Awesome, guys. That's how it's going down today, guys. All right. Left side, inhale the left leg up. Left knee, left tricep, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Left to right, twisted cheetah. Use those obliques. Inhale, lengthen back out. Knee to nose, push your shoulders past your wrist. Inhale, lengthen back out. Warrior one. Inhale to rise, hips are square to the front. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Try to keep the ball, or the heel of the right foot rather, flush to the mat. But if you need to, you can always spin to the ball of that right foot. Send the crown of the head toward the front. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Headed into stork pose. Think about where you're headed here. Shift the weight to the left foot. Bring the right leg through. Right thighs parallel to the mat. Drop the right hip, make it even with the left. Flex the right foot. Gorgeous, y'all. Looking strong, figure four. Cross the right ankle above the left knee. Set the hips back. Hands come to heart center. Sit in that little kindergarten chair we always talk about. Watch your left knee do, and if it's jutting out past the left ankle, try to bring it back over. Gorgeous, y'all. Take it back to stork pose with control. Runner's lunge twist. Send that right leg back. Right arm down, left arm up on the ball of the back foot. Even the hips out. Horizon pose. Come to the outer edge of both feet. Drop those hips back. hips back. Send the left arm toward the back of the room. Inhale, back up to runner's lunge twist. Get light on your right fingertips. Inhale to rise, open arm crescent lunge twist. Squeeze everything you can out of this posture. Pick the triceps up, pull your belly button toward your spine. Half moon, tick-tock those arms around. Left arm down, right arm up, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. Fingertips can be at a hover, maybe they're on a block, maybe they're on the mat. Looking good, y'all. Tighter is louder. Flex that back foot. Warrior two with control. Softly the back foot plants. Deep bend in the front knee. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Begin to straighten the front leg for reverse triangle. Moving into Trikonasana, hinge your hips back, reach for the front. When you can't reach anymore, left hand's inside the left foot. Tuck the left hip under, gaze up past the top hand. It's like you're in between two panes of glass. Don't let anything touch on either side. Use your core control to pull you up 5-star toward the right of the room, pivoting those left toes. Goddess squat once again. Turn the toes out, the knees out. You're either gonna pulse or you're gonna sway, but maybe you pop those heels up off the mat. You're strong. Keep the tailbone tucked. Hips are over your shoulders. Push through. Nice, Michelle. Nice, Emily. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release back to 5-star. High lunge toward the front. Right arm meets the left. Spin to the ball, the back foot. Tuck the tailbone under, slightly drop your shoulders down the back. Hands come to the low back for bind. Bound warrior 3. Shift the weight to the left foot. Take off. Drop the right hip. Make it even with the left. Nice long spine. Looking good, y'all. Breathe. Really push through the big toe mound to the standing foot. Toppling tree. So hold that bound as long as you can. Send your head towards your knee. When you can't hold it anymore, hands plant. Nice, Emily. Breathe. Standing splits. Walk your hands back. Try to get the heels of the hands in line with the heel of the foot. Looking good, y'all. Work that flexibility. Work that balance. Can you lift that right leg a little bit higher, but square the hip off? Start thinking about that exit strategy once again. You can plant the hands. Inhale high up on the ball of the left foot. Kick that right leg up. Wind up in that chaturanga. Or just step back and take that vinyasa. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, let it go. Again, deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hot out. Inhale, high on the toes. Look between the hands, travel, top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, four-fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale to rise, sit deep, weight is in your heels. Hug the knee bones together, the ankle bones together. Pop your heels up off the mat. You've got this, guys. Pull your belly button toward your spine. On your exhale, drinking bird, send your arms back toward the back wall. Chest is parallel to the mat. Inhale the arms back up, chair pose. Don't drop those heels. Push through. You've got it. One more time, drinking bird. Send your arms back toward the back wall. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale your arms up. Don't drop those heels. On the count of 5, you're going to take it all the way down for boat pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release boat pose. This is your version of boat. It does not have to look like your neighbor. Maybe you need to bend the knees, support yourself with the hands behind the knees. The important thing here is to pull your belly button toward your spine. Elevate the chest. Take the gaze up. If you're stretching, you're building strength. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release all the way to your back. Full body stretch here. You earned it. And then pull the knees into the chest. Get a front to back rocking motion here. We're gonna rock through to our mountain pose. So get a couple good rocks. When you're ready, feet plant. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale all the way back down, forward folds. Inhale Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa. Okay guys, second round, so I'm gonna give you options. As always, you take what you need, you leave the rest behind. Inhale the right leg up. Right knee, right tricep, pull it in tight. If you have the arm balance, get the leg high. Shift the weight forward, bend the elbows. Maybe the back foot lifts. Nice, take it back to three-legged dog. Right to left, shoot it through, fall in triangle. Maybe you keep the right leg lifted. Make it an arm balance here, you're strong. You don't need it for support. Take it back to three-legged dog. Knee to nose, push your shoulders past your wrist. Inhale, lengthen back out. Warrior one, right foot steps. Inhale to rise. Again, hips are square to the front of the room. Hands come to heart center here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to the right, left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. So maybe you open your arms here. Maybe there's a bind. Give your body what it needs right here. Push through. Continue to extend the crown of the head toward the front. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Stork pose, shift the weight to the right foot. Send the left leg through. You've got this, guys. From your stork pose, figure four, cross the left ankle above the right knee. Set the hips back. Make sure you're flexing that left foot back. Can you work your hands all the way to the mat here? If you have flying pigeon practice in your practice today, if that's in your wheel of tricks, then go for it. Hands plant, give yourself a little bit of room here. Flex that foot back, shift the weight into the hands, make yourself a little shelf. Maybe that right leg lifts. It doesn't even have to lengthen. You can take a baby flying pigeon just like Michelle is right here. Looking good, y'all. Just challenge yourself today. You are working your way back toward that stork pose. Nicely done. Runner's lunge, twist, send the left leg back. Left arm down, right arm up. Only one round of side plank. Make sure the left hand's under the left shoulder. Come to the outer edge of that left foot. Shoot the right leg back. Get the hips high. Take up space on your mat. We're only doing this once on this side. So maybe you separate the legs. Take tree pose. If you're having to modify, no worries. Push through. If you're shaking, you're building that strength. Take it back to runner's lunge twist with control. Get light on the left fingertips. Inhale to rise. Open arm twist toward the right of the room. Looking good, y'all. Headed toward half moon. So tick-tock those arms around. How are you going to get a little bit more out of this half moon? Maybe you begin to bend that back knee. Reach back for the top of the foot for a candy cane bind. Push through. Maybe you're getting brave enough to lift the fingertips off the mat. There's always something different to work. Maybe you just take the gaze up toward the ceiling. Gorgeous, y'all. Looking good. Don't slingshot here if you have the bind. Warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Begin to straighten the front leg. Headed into triangle pose. So hinge the hips back. Reach for the front. And you can't reach anymore. Right hand inside the right foot. Send that left arm up. Let's take it up a notch. Can you hold on to that beach ball? Take both arms toward the mirror. If you've got a little instability in the low back, no worries. Don't have to do it. Send the hip points toward the left wall. Push through. You've got this. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, release to 5. Start pivoting the right toes. Hands come to the hips here. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold all the way down, angling those heels out slightly, and then release your hands to the mat. Walk the hands back. Try to get the heels of the hands in line with the heels of the feet. Maybe you have tripod practice here. If the crown of the head meets the mat, continue to shift the weight into the balls of the feet and the legs will get light. Always think here, belly, belly, belly. Pull your belly button toward your spine. That's where the stability is going to come. Tripod, squeeze the elbows together. Awesome job. Squeeze the ankles together. If you're inverted, looking good. So I want you to begin to come down a little bit more slowly than you went up. Everyone begin to walk your hands underneath your shoulders, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold one more time. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to rise with a flat spine all the way back up. High lunge toward the front, pivot and turn. Left arm meets the right. Drop your hands for the bind behind the back. Warrior 3, step up with that bind. Looking good, y'all. Extend through the crown of the head, no wrinkles in the back of the neck. Kundalini's descent. Drop the left knee behind the right. Try to keep that bind. Inhale, fire back up. One more time, Kundalini dip. Inhale, fire back up. Toppling tree, send your chest toward your knee. Keep the bind as long as you can. And then hands plant standing splits. You decide what you need in the standing split. Work that flexibility, maybe work the balance, maybe handstand hops. Breathe. Nice, y'all. Push through, it's your practice. You are your best teacher. Nice, Emily. Start thinking about your exit strategy here. Maybe you're gonna take that little flick kick or step back through your vinyasa. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hot out. Again, deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth up, hot out. Just one more side. Push through. Inhale the left leg up. Left knee, left tricep, pull it in tight. Maybe you're working toward that Ekapada Kundanasana 2. Shift the weight forward, bend the elbows back. Maybe your back leg lifts. When you're ready, take it back to three-legged dog. Left to right, shoot it through. Maybe you keep the leg lifted, make it that arm balance. Nice, y'all. Back to three-legged dog. Knee to nose, push your shoulders past your wrist. Back to three-legged dog. Warrior 1, left foot plants. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to the left. Open the arms. Maybe you take a half or a full bind. Push through. Squeeze everything you can out of this posture. Continue to send the crown of the head toward the front of the room. Nice, y'all. Working our way into stork pose. Step up on the left foot. Bring the right leg through. Figure 4, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Set the hips back. Try to work the hands to the mat. Maybe you're working into that flying pigeon. Give yourself a little bit of room. So walk the hands out a little bit farther than you might think you need to. Flex the right foot back around the left tricep. Make that shelf. Begin shifting the weight. Maybe that back foot lifts. Awesome, y'all. And I really think about my belly here. Once I get the foot lifted, pull your belly button toward your spine. Pick up on the pelvic floor. Nice, Emily. Looking good, y'all. Slowly meet back in that stork pose. Runner's lunge twist. Send the right leg back with control. Right arm down, left arm up. Make sure the right hand's under the right shoulder. Side plank, come to the outer edge of your right foot. Shoot the left leg back. Get the hips high. Feet can be staggered or stacked. Maybe you modify on the knee, but take up space on your mat. Maybe you separate the legs, take tree pose. Again, if you're shaking, you're doing it right. You're building that streak. Or gorgeous, y'all. Take it back to runner's lunge twist with control. Get light on the right fingertips. Inhale to rise, open arm twist. Half moon, tick-tock the arms around, stepping up on the left foot. Maybe you begin to reach back for that cane to cane bind. You can take the gaze up. Maybe bring that left hand to Anjali Mudra, heart center. So many options here. If you have that bind, don't slingshot here. Warrior two. Softly the back foot plants. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior up and over. Begin to straighten the left knee. Headed into Trikonasana pose. So hinge the hips back, reach for the front. When you can't reach, you more left hand inside the left foot. Send the hip points toward the right side of the room. If you held that beach ball on the first side, hold it on the second side. Extend both arms toward the mirror. Again, if this cranks the lower back, no worries. Push through, you're strong. Hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, release to 5, start. This time, bind your hands behind the low back. Inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Still trying to get the crown of the head to the mat. Trying to get your bound hands to the mat or the floor in front of you. Keep shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Try to soften between the shoulder blades. Release your hands to the mat underneath the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold one more time. Hands come to the hips. Inhale to rise with that flat back. Pivot and turn, high lunge toward the front of the room. Drop your hands to the low back for the bind. Bound warrior three. Step up, shift the weight to the left foot. Reach the crown of the head toward the front of the room. Drop the right hip, make it even with the left. Pull your belly button toward your spine. Kundalini descent, drop that right knee behind the left, get small. Inhale, fire back up. Again, get small. Kundalini dip. Inhale, fire back up. Toppling tree, send your chest toward the left knee. Hold the bind as long as you can. And then hands plant. Handstand hops. You can still work that flexibility, work that balance. Again, it's your practice. I'm just the guide here. Take what you need, heading to the mat. When you are ready, meet me back in that downward facing dog. Shift out to high plank. Puff up between the shoulder blades. Pull your belly button toward your spine. On the count of 5, let's lower all the way down to our belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Stacking one hand on top of the other. Take your forehead to the back of the hands. Massage out that third eye. Slowly begin to walk your hands underneath your shoulders, setting up for locust pose. So hug your little cricket wings in tight. Keep the legs heavy on the mat. First round, only lift the chest, the head, and the hands to a hover. Inhale, lift. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. You don't have to crank the head back too far. Exhale, come on back down, bend your knees, windshield wiper the legs if that helps you release the low back. Take the legs back to the mat. This time, interlace your hands at the low back. On On your inhale, lift it all up. The chest, the head, the legs. Spread through the toes. Push your pubic bone into the mat. Lift the chest 1 more inch. Lift the legs 1 more inch. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs. And then slowly make your way to your backs, head pointed toward the front of the room, setting up for 2 rounds of bridge pose. Bend the knees, feet plant on the mat, arms are along your sides. On your inhale, push into the feet, lift the hips up. You can interlace your hands below you, walk the shoulder blades under, chest is going toward your chin. Exhale, bring the hips back down, take the feet as wide as the mat. Maybe you windshield wiper the knees or knock the knees together. Setting up for 1 more round. So maybe you need that full wheel. If so, place your hands alongside the ears, fingertips point in the same direction of the toes. Otherwise, you can stick with bridge pose. On your inhale, push into the feet, lift up. If you are in bridge pose, maybe you walk the feet back, grab the ankles with the hands for a bound bridge. If you are in full wheel, you're aiming towards straight arms. Nice, y'all. Exhale, bring those hips back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Keep those knees pulled in. Take your arms to a T or cactus your arms. On your exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Gaze goes over to the left. Pull in your belly button toward your spine, making that space. Trying to keep both shoulders close to the mat. Inhale the knees back up to center. On your exhale, drop the knees over to the left. Gaze goes over to the right. Again, keeping your shoulders close to the mat. Inhale the knees back up to center. And then take the legs straight up in the air. Waterfall, shoulder stand. If there's another inversion you're working, go for it here. Pincha, headstand. It's just good to get the blood pumping the opposite direction at the end of a class. If you're in shoulder stand, hips over shoulders, full body activation. Spread through the toes, squeeze the ankles together, the knees together. Stand, you could always take it to plow pose, taking the toenails to the mat or floor behind you. At that point, if you feel secure enough, you could release the lower back. From plow pose, deathman's pose is available to you, taking the knees to the ears. Try to keep the toes grounded here. Back up through that shoulder stand. If you're in headstand, think about coming back down. From shoulder stands, maybe you take a full body stretch. Headstand, maybe it's a child's pose. If there is anything else you need to still in your practice, you are more than welcome to take it here. Otherwise, if you are ready for Shavasana, Shavasana is here. Take the legs long, let the feet fall open. Maybe you tuck those shoulder blades under a little bit to create a shelf for your heart. Slowly begin to invite movement back into the body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Circle your wrists, your ankles. Take one final full body stretch. And then make your way over to your favorite side. Cradling your head with your arm. In fetal pose, sign of rebirth. As always, take anything you may have gained during your practice out into your daily life, but anything that does not serve you, just leave it behind. Slowly push yourself up to a nice, easy seated position, eyes still closed, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for letting me guide you in your practice. It has been an honor and a privilege. You are loved, you are strong, you are needed, and you are enough. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining us today. Your Hot Yoga Plus community, your teachers, we miss you, and we're just looking forward to the day we can all come back together. But we're glad we have this new way to kind of keep in touch. Have a good day.